How's everybody doing? My name's Mike from Roots Canine Training, and we got Mr. Arlo hanging out with us today. So what we're doing is we're hanging out at the front door, and we got Mr. Arlo in a sit. So this is very important. When you've seen like the last video where we showed the dogs in the crates, we had them waiting. Sit. So I'm just correcting him. He's looking behind him. He's likely to stand up and try to go behind him when he does that. So that's why I go ahead and give him a little correction. So the front door is very important. This is what leads us out into the real world, and this is where a lot of dogs have a lot of issues. They do a lot of pulling outside and things like that. So this is a huge source of excitement, this front door. So it's a great exercise to just take the dog, put them in a sit, and relax with them. So this is a threshold, just like the crate or their place bed or anything like that. We want them to sit and relax for a second, then we'll go ahead and put them like on their place or in their crate. So if we're gonna do something with them that involves putting them on their place, going out the front door, going in the crate, we always put them in a sit. Hey, so that's me correcting the other dog. We put them in a sit, so that way they have a second to calm down, and then we can go ahead and go through the door or the threshold and have a dog that's a little calmer. So like I said, this is what's giving them access to the outside world. So we want to teach them, hey, you know, relax before we go out there. And putting them in a sit and waiting and giving them time is always going to make them relax, because a lot of what they have an issue with is the momentum of what's happening. Sit. So I'm just reminding the dog, we don't say stay, we would just repeat the command. If I say stay, I really mean stay sitting. So we just say the word sit to keep it easy for the dog. So the dog's in a sit, he's doing a good job. Sit, buddy. So like I said, go ahead and remind him. So that's good. He's actually was going to lay down, which means he's even relaxing even more. So sit. When we have him in a sit, we open the front door. Sit. And again, the front doors are open. The dog has to sit, remain calm, heel. Good job, buddy. You got to be the first one outside, just like that. Every time you must be the first one outside with the dog. Look at that, man. It got dark quick outside. Sit. And so I just ask them to sit again. Like, so it's good for me just to ask them to sit again when we get outside, because the dog's gonna want to see what's out here, and the dog's very excited. So if I can break that momentum up, that's gonna help the dog. So any threshold, we're breaking the momentum up, doing things in baby steps for the dog to keep them as calm as possible. That's the name of the game. Every symptom that people see with their dog, it's usually created by some type of excitement. If we can be the first one outside, and we're the one in a leadership position by being the first one and leading the dog in a heel position, you're going to be much more likely to have success with your dog, and you're making it very clear for the dog what you want. It's going to make it easier for the dog to start to understand. This is why we have all this structure for the dog, is so the dog starts to understand everywhere in its life that we are the ones who are going to be making the decisions, and we're the ones who are going to lead you where you want to go, and we're going to take you through life without a bunch of confusion. And one of the ways we do it is by, again, making them sit. Good boy, good sit, good job. And we can give them a reward when they do what we ask. Good boy, good sit, buddy. Good boy, good sit. So he's doing a good job. Again, every threshold is an opportunity to show the dog what we want. In the crate, at the front door, even when we give them their food, we have them wait so that they're not just seeing the front door and blasting out the front door, because that's going to create an unwanted habit of the dog being very excited anytime it thinks it's going to be outside, and they just go into a different zone, quite frankly. And this is just going to help the dog a whole lot to break that momentum up and have a dog that is somewhat relaxed before we go for a walk.